Before we start, I just want to get the main message really clear, and that is whatever you think about yourself will be the truth. So if you think that you can't amount to anything, you won't amount to anything. If you think that you can, then guess what? You're gonna do big things. Okay, let's get into the video. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now, before we start, please do like and subscribe so that I can... Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now, before we start, please do like and subscribe just so that I can continue making videos for you guys. Thank you, love you. So before we start, I'm just gonna make myself a nice cup of tea and then we're going to sit down. I'm gonna have a little chat about paradigms. Right, so I've actually made myself a nice cup of coffee. Reason being is because I'm unbelievably lazy and a cup of tea takes so much longer to have to wait for it to brew and then put the tea bag in the bin. So, you know, coffee's much quicker. It's instant coffee for a reason. Also, if you've been watching my YouTube, then you will see that I have finally got this painting up on the wall, which is brilliant because it's been down for about 3 weeks now, so it's finally up. Woohoo. Anyway, let's get straight into the video. I'm actually holding my camera today because I don't know where my stand is. So today I am going to be talking about paradigms. Now, paradigms is something that basically controls your entire life, but most people don't know what a paradigm is. So, you know, if something's controlling your life, surely you want to know what it is. If you look up the word paradigm in the dictionary, it's got very confusing definitions, and someone like me or someone maybe like you probably won't understand what the meaning is. So we're going to have a look what the meaning in the dictionary says. A paradigm is a typical example or pattern of something, a pattern or model. Or it says a set of linguistic items that form mutually exclusive choices in particular syntactic roles. Sorry, I am dyslexic. I may have pronounced something wrong. But yeah, if you're like me, reading that, it makes absolutely no sense. And, you know, I don't know what a paradigm is, even though I've just told you the definition. So in simple terms, a paradigm, best described by Bob Proctor. I feel like when you look up paradigms, you will always find content from Bob Proctor. He's who I learn everything from. So yeah, paradigm, best described by Bob Proctor, is a paradigm is your subconscious programming that determines your habits and ultimately controls your life. So it's your habits, it's your programming that you do subconsciously. Where do we get these habits from? You might be asking. Now, these habits are built into our subconscious mind when we are children. They're built into our minds by our teachers, our parents, anyone that's around us when we're growing up between the ages 1 to around 7. So your paradigm starts off being formed when you're a newborn baby. Babies' minds are not conscious, they're subconscious. So everything that they're seeing around them is going straight into their subconscious mind. So if they can see that you're reacting, say for instance if you drop something and you go, oh no, I've just dropped something, that baby is going to learn that that is what you do when you drop something, when in reality that isn't really what you should do when you drop something. Like, you literally just drop something, just pick it up. So yeah, everything that baby sees around it, it's taken in to its subconscious mind and it's learning the habits that our parents do. And the problem is that the habits that the baby is learning is most likely going to be habits that the parent has picked up from their parents, and those parents have picked up from their parents. So it's like generational wrong habits. Like, it's not a good thing, unless obviously the parents have really amazing habits. Then yeah, obviously it can be a great thing, but most of the time then others it's not particularly the best thing ever. So this is why when a baby grows up in like an angry household, then the baby will most likely grow up and be an angry person. Or if a baby grows up in a really happy, positive, calm environment, then that baby will most likely grow up and be happy and calm and positive. It makes perfect sense. So it's really simple. Your paradigm is formed by your children or whoever's around your children growing up, and that sets your subconscious habits, and these habits control your life. So everything that's happening in your life, everything that's happened in your past, has happened because of the programming that your parents have given you. This is why some adults now will have, say for example, a really negative outlook on money, and they think everyone with money is evil, money isn't a good thing, and then in return they're scared to actually make money themselves, because they think that if they do make money then it's a bad thing, or they can't actually make the money because they just have a really negative outlook on money. Or some people grow up and have a really positive outlook on money, and they can see all the positive aspects that money can bring you and the freedom that it can bring you. Or for example, another example, if that one doesn't make sense, is say if you've got a mother who is really like protective of her children. She's scared for her child to go to the park on his or her own. She's scared for her child to fall over. She's scared for her child to get sick. Then that child will grow up and they will take on the habits and the programming that the world is a scary place and is a place that should be feared, and they will most likely be scared of a lot of things. Just want to add, I'm just jumping in from editing this, I want to add that a real life example is that my mum, it's not negative really badly, but my mum has always been absolutely petrified of driving on motorways, and therefore both of my sisters are petrified of driving on motorways, and they will actually take the long route, like the country route, to get somewhere instead of going on a motorway. But I've trained myself to not be scared. I've never been scared of driving. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Another example, which is probably a much easier one, is if your mother or father is scared of spiders, and you can see them behaving like they're scared of spiders when they see a spider, then you will grow up and you will be scared of spiders, because it's just the way that it is. So this is also why you can work really hard and not achieve anything, and some of your friends, you can see they're not working hard at all, and they're not like putting any work in, and they're so many things. It's because of their programming in their mind, so they just believe that everything's in their favour, and therefore it is. And if you have those limiting beliefs in your mind that you're not going to amount to anything, then no matter how hard you work, you will not amount to anything until you can change your programming. So you were not short on knowledge, you were short on your behavioural patterns. So although your paradigm does set and control your entire life, it controls everything that has happened now leading up to this moment where you are now sat here watching this video. Your paradigm controls everything, and although that's pretty scary to think that you've got all these things engraved in your brain, there is a way to change it. So you can change it with effort, awareness, and repetition. You can actually change your paradigm. So that's a good thing to know. So if you feel like you are in a rut at the moment, then maybe you need to think about changing your paradigm, and I can tell you how to. I can tell you exactly how to change your paradigm, and if you want me to film another video, then please do give me a thumbs up and I'll go into more depth, and I'll also explain to you how exactly to change your paradigm in the shortest amount of time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was informative. I hope that you've learned something, and I hope that I have helped you to be able to change your life. Love you guys. Bye. Like and subscribe.